And welcome back to the Good Boys GG Contenders Round 10 match. Long name, I know, I'm sorry. But I'm still joined by...
FiftyFree.
Yeah. And today, or this round, we're gonna face O3 Splash. They are currently rank 1 right now. Uh, Wait, let's check the round 10 matches real quick. So Good Boys versus O3 Splash, Rift versus Timeless, Worldwide versus Dragon Dance, versus Amplify, Afterlife versus Strix, and Saints versus Pirates and Pajamas. That last one, I 100% guarantee that's gonna be a banger of a match.
Although I said earlier I'm a big fan of WUB, I still think the Saints versus Pirates and Pajama game is gonna be a super close game. As I just saw for like half a second, Pirates and Pajamas is second place while Saints is in third, so that is gonna be your 2 and 3 seed going against each other in this match. But here you can see the NA round robin standings right now. O3 Splash, the team the Good Boys are playing right now, is in first place while Good Boys are seventh. I don't think that this is too hard to win. I don't think the Good Boys are completely out of this, even though O3 Splash 8-1 with a plus 12 map differential. Uh, they still are losing maps, so it's not like they are just completely 3-0 sweeping. So it's still extremely winnable for Good Boys, as they have a similar not map differential, but 21-24. They're only down by 3 maps in that regard. So I think this could be an exciting game to see. What about you, Cranky Guy?
Yeah, O3 Splash, I've seen on Twitter. I'm a Twitter guy, sorry. Um,
Ooh.
I've seen
X.
that they like to go to the round threes, or yeah, or match fives. That's the word. Maps fives. Oh my goodness.
Map
And
5.
map five.
Nice!
And so and Good Boys are known to, do some upsets. Like they won against Saints not too long ago, which which is currently 3 seed. But we're about to look at the rosters on both sides. So, on Good Boys, once again, we have Salty, QWQ, Avani, Thunder, Biz, Pascal, Noctis, and Twofish. While on O3 Splash, we're gonna have Infected, Cowman, 711, Boat, Lukewarm, Echo, Deco, and Neutral.
We saw what Good Boys likes to play before, but I mean, if I'm looking at this correctly, nope, never mind. We do have the same starting roster for Good Boys, but it looks like from O3 Splash, it's gonna be Lukewarm, Boat, Cowman, 711, Deco, and Neutral. So, um, we are probably gonna see the traditional thing the Good Boys was running before of the Junker Queen with Moira and Lucio. But I have personally no idea what O3 Splash is gonna play. Do you have any insight on that?
Um, if they were playing Affected, I think they play ball, but with Cowman, it's probably gonna be Ram or Monkey, I believe.
Wish there was a way to find out. I wish I could look at their profile, but we'll just have to see when the game starts, as it looks like the first map is Busan, I
No,
think.
I don't think we know yet. It
putting it out
it
there.
is
It's Busan,
Busan.
but
Good call.
um, well, I mean, Cranky, we were told what the map was gonna be, buddy,
Where?
before it started. Remember? They
Oh
said that
yeah,
it was gonna be the first map was Oasis and then Busan and then Oasis again. Remember?
this guy's truing right now.
I'm truing right now, but anyway, looks like so far both teams 1-0 on Busan, so no heavy winners in that regard. Both teams playing this map once, both winning once, but um, I'm excited. You know, O3 Splash when losing one game so far, so apparently they're gonna be pretty good. Uh, but we'll have to see in this game, won't we?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be some good Overwatch.
I really like the name Cowman 711 as well. I think that's a really good name. Well, I see a lot
Um,
of these people in my games, you know, Cranky. I don't
yeah,
think you know.
I've
Think that
seen them
means a lot.
too,
No, I'm not saying I didn't say that. I said I'm not saying that they that means a lot. But
man.
uh,
This guy's getting on my nerves.
I'm not making fun of you, bro.
Um,
Okay, that's just what I'm saying. The
but you know,
but
uh,
what I was trying to say before you rudely cut me off, by the way, was that it doesn't mean I know their skill level if I see them in my comp games, because that's a completely different thing. But you had to be incredibly rude to me, so I whatever, I guess.
currently we're waiting on ours on both sides. I what do you think that Busan's gonna have in store for us?
Well, if I had to take a guess, which I guess you're forcing on me here, um, I would probably guess Brawl for the two Brawl maps, which is the one with the drum in the center and Mecha Base. And then what's the other one called? I don't remember. It's like downtown or
Cities.
city something, whatever. That map probably you could see a Brawl, maybe even Dive played, but this is a super Brawl oriented map. In my opinion at least, two of the three maps are Brawl exclusive. So not gonna be too surprised by anything there, but maybe for the final map that I can't remember the name of, we can see something interesting.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
goes to the
Um,
third point.
I really hope so. I'm trying to see as much Overwatch as I can. It's weird for me to say, but
Overwatch.
I love watching some contenders gameplay. But I'm expecting some Junker Queen, of course, from or my bad,
The
from
good
Good
boys.
Boys, the Good Boys,
The
and
good boys.
as we saw the entirety of last game. But O3 Splash, I'm not very familiar on what they play, but like I said, I'm expecting Monkey, maybe even Ramatra, as Ramatra has been really good, and I believe Cowman is very flexible with his hero pool.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game to say the least. O3 Splash dominant so far is what it's looking like to me. So good boys have a lot to live up to. Um, but I don't doubt they have that dog in them. I think they can do it. I don't think it's too far of a shot. So we'll have to see what happens. Still waiting for ours from both teams, so it's gonna just be a little bit more of waiting here. As now you can see, yes, map is gonna be Busan. Look at that cow.
He's so happy.
So happy and hungry. Looks like two forks. I didn't even realize that. Is that like
He's
a
so
high
ready.
graphic setting thing?
I
I
don't
wouldn't
even
know.
know.
I've never seen
Low
that
low
before.
graphics gamer.
Low graphics gaming over here, but Busan is all right. Well, apparently they already called for a pause, which is crazy because I didn't even know they were in the map yet. So I don't know how they could have called for a pause, but it is okay. We're all good. As you see there, O3 splash match pause. That's a hard sentence. You say that, Cranky.
O3 Splash match paused.
I'm so proud of you. You didn't stutter.
I didn't stutter.
Look at you go. Improvement already, Cranky guy.
I'm. If things happen too fast, then I stutter.
It's okay. We're taking our time here. Going
Going
back
back
in.
in, smiley,
Smile. No, it's just smile.
smile. I'm sorry.
Here we go. I mean, we don't get to see comps yet. We don't even know what the first point is. But back in lobby, sad face actually. So
Oh,
back in lobby, frown.
I'm so sad.
This is an Overwatch. This is a loading screen.
um, I don't know. Maybe someone had to run to the bathroom real quick. Maybe it was an emergency.
Maybe like someone's computer like exploded or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Busan, Cow, Two Forks. That's what I like to see. Um,
Yeah, I
I
know
just
those exist.
I
Like an insight cranky.
they are restarting.
They're restarting. All right. Well, you know
Stop baiting me
they're
until
restarting
we
until we get
until we
mecha
get
base.
Mecha Base.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure it's number 2. In case you want to like tell them, I think it might be number 2 because I know number 1 isn't mecha base.
so
Pretty sure it's number 2.
we know the map. We're not even in the lot or in the match yet, but
Can't play the other ones
the
though.
Mecha Base.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, we are gonna see mecha base. Wait, are they doing? Oh, I thought they were gonna be like green and blue. I thought that was gonna be really cool for a second. But contenders colors superior.
Like I said, comment on the Ram. It's gonna be a classic brawl for
Both
O3
sides.
Splash. Well, it's not really classic, but it is brawl. And Good Boy's going with the Junker Queen brawl, as we saw from last match.
And O3 Splash. Lukewarm is he an ex-Owl player?
No.
No? Okay, I'm thinking of someone else then. Probably Lucamino, similar name. But we are gonna now roll out onto Mecha Base O3 Splash, like you said, Cranky, more traditional of what you're seeing in this day and age, at least, of having a Ramatra.
We're gonna have O3 Splash go far left, and we're gonna meet around Pillar. Thunder is already low. Biz falling very one, but Shout does get forced, and I'm not sure if they use Ice Block during that. Lukewarm goes one, and Biz gets a nice headshot onto Lukewarm. As Salty does go down to the hands of Deco though,
Eco.
and
Ooh.
a very nice shot from Thunder, but doesn't get the final blow, and Deco's gonna get another pick onto Thunder, and this should be first cap going to the hands of O3 Splash.
O3 Splash support's going big there, getting, I think it was 4 picks together, and that's what you want to see, especially having Lucio. Your Lucio going in and just doing a lot of damage is absolutely amazing, but Boat had a great wall that stopped the slide from Thunder for them to get that pick early as well, it was great from O3 Splash there, stopping the entire push, but now Good Boys shouting in, a nice wall comes out, stop 3 people from walking in, and the Blizzard on top of it is going to catch out Thunder with Lukewarm getting the final blow onto that. Cowman as well following up, getting the pick onto Salty, as that is just going to be a fight win for O3 Splash.
Very early Blizzard onto a nice target, which immediately makes him go up one. Pascal's gonna have the Cole ult here, so I'm curious on how early they want to go, because Cowman does have Annihilation. Here goes Cole. Cowman pops Annihilation, immediately gets knocked. This Thunder goes down to the hands of Cowman. Biz 1 HP pops Ice Block. Lukewarm, nice pick onto Salty. Biz gets a pick onto Deco. Lukewarm, another pick onto Pascal. And a little bit of a stagger onto Biz from Cowman. So it's
O3 Splash.
it's already 67%.
This is going to come close to last fight territory. I think that Good Boys, if they take a fight right now, are going to be able to recontest this as a staggered fight. But it's going to be very close as Good Boys... Yeah, it looks like they're just going to wait for a full regroup and now try to push out with the overclock from the off angle. But the wall is going to be met as the overclock is going to get the pick on a neutral, but Biz has fallen earlier as well. And that means that they are not going to have Blizzard. Salty pops the ult from Queen. I can't remember what it's called for a second. But it's not going to find anything as Deco is going to pop beat as well to beat that. But Lukewarm gets the first pick from the overclock onto Thunder. Is going to start this. O3 Splash is going to start being able to win this map, or this point, outright.
Both Blizzards gets popped. Cowman going very low. Salty gets a nice pick onto Lukewarm. Amor forced out a little while ago. Cowman gets a pick onto Biz. Neutral onto Salty, and that should be round 1 on Busan.
I can see why O3 Splash has been winning so much. They just felt so dominant on that map. That point, at least, of just they would go down in fights, but still feel confident enough to just keep pressing forward and keep going up, even if they were in a situation they could lose. So O3 Splash meeting Good Boys on all of their plays and then doing, I would say, one better, just trying to take that one step further. But Good Boys is going to switch it up a little bit here. They are going to try to roll it on this Doomfist with the Kiriana, like we saw them do before on, was it Midtown and Ishparanj? So,
Boat is gonna kind of read this though. Boat is gonna go to the Sombra, Lukewarm onto the Tracer, and Cowman is just gonna stick to the Ram, you know? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
it's kind of
Nice.
interesting.
Oh, nice
It's a
pick from
nice
Salty
play
onto
from
Boat.
Salty. I don't know if Kalman meant to pick Ram. Their backline suggests that they were going to play the Winston comp, especially with these DPS. But now they've got to stick with it for this fight at least. As first cap is going to go in favor of Good Boys unless Lukewarm or Kalman can touch here as Hack comes down to Salty. Not going to get the pick on him, but it is going to force him to fall back for a little bit. Nade onto Kalman. Kalman's going to have to pop that Baral. He's going to come out. Hack as well onto him, but it looks like he's going to be okay, living on point. Boat is very low right now, not in this fight, probably getting some health pack, but Salty punching onto Cowman is going to fall for that as Cowman is just living on point with the assist of the anti-nade and the hack onto Salty. O3 Splash again in a great spot here to win this fight.
Yeah, Boat kind of read Salty and got a nice hack off before Salty could escape, which I'm not even sure if he had Slam at the time. But you know, both didn't really build EMP that much, so it's not looking too bad for Good Boys. They are gonna have Pulse, Doomul, and Nano, while Lukewarm does have Pulse Bomb with Cowman Annihilation. Wow. Long
Words are
names.
hard. Nice pulse bomb, not gonna find anything, but it is gonna force the Suzu out. The Nano goes on to Thunda, but Pascal is gonna die early as Cowman popped the Annihilation. Now you're gonna see O3 Blast in an uncomfortable position as Lukewarm does get the trade though, as Noctis got one on their way out, but it is not gonna matter too much as O3 Splash is gonna win that fight.
It felt like a very long and then short fight, that fight. I think they just waited just way too long. And so when they did manage to dive and go to their pace, they just kind of folded over. But Boat's gonna have EMPs looking for it onto Pascal. I'm not even sure if he's gonna use it. Yeah, he's not.
No need, as O3 Splash already went up one in that fight. Is gonna be the end of that fight at least, but OTMP could be massive here, but you can't forget that Salty and Noctis both have their ults ready to go, as the Doomfist ult could dodge the EMP, but it also could just hard force the support line from O3 Splash to have to back up. But Noctis is gonna have to not get hit by this EMP if they're gonna win, but
Ooh.
Salty instantly gets the pick onto Deco, just inting into the backline. A nice sleep goes onto Salty, but neutral is gonna fall. Thunder falls to neutral though at the end of that, and the EMP comes out onto 3. Lukewarm is gonna be able to live to get a pick onto Biz through it, but Noctis falling very low. Lukewarm does have this pulse bomb ready, but Noctis hits a nice headshot, is gonna be able to keep them in this fight with Salty getting a pick onto Cowman as well. It looks like it's just gonna be Boat stalling on point, trying to farm up a little bit more of this EMP.
And that's gonna be the first cap of the map coming for Good Boys.
Not gonna get 100-0.
Cowman is pretty close to Annihilation here. He's gonna walk into the fight with it, with Lukewarm having a pulse bomb, while Thunder has a pulse bomb of his own. And then Pascal also has Nano, which I believe will either Nano the Tracer or Salty. Cowman going low very fast due to
Gonna be able to
anti, but
live.
yeah, he gets killed up pretty fast. Nice pick
Salty
from
and Thunder doing work off that nade from Pascal.
Not a bad. Oh, Cowman gets 2 though. Still winnable, but nah,
Salty
not
gonna
gonna
finish
happen.
that off.
Yeah.
Really good fight there from Good Boys. The Nano does get applied. I don't remember who it was on, but Pascal hit a grenade after it though, so it all works out in the end. I don't know what we're listening. That was kind of weird, but Kalman is on the Diva now. They are going to switch over to the Diva. I think this is a good swap for them because they are going to be able to full peel or full int like Diva can do, but Salty falling very left or getting hacked still has their ultimate, so it's not too big of a problem if they were to have to use it. But now, going over to contest point, making sure that Cowman is not going to just cap this point and flip it over, but Fizz is going to pop the dragon as neutral just now, gets their nano. If they're going to be able to apply that now is going to be the question, but Boat is going to die to the dragon after using their translocator, and that's not going to be the best for O3 Splash because they are down their EMP for this fight.
That was that was very calculated coming from Biz onto Boat. A lot of ults coming up for O3 Splash, but it is final fight here. It's gonna be a close fight with both two ults coming from Good Boys and two ults coming from O3 Splash. Ooh,
EMP.
nice EMP coming from Boat onto both Biz and Pascal. Here comes the pulse bomb, hits nothing sadly. Salty uses Doom ult. Cowman gets another 2. That's for this fight. And that's gonna be
Salty contesting point a little bit longer. Cowman is not going to get the 5k, but it doesn't really matter. O3 Splash gonna take this map and win their first map of Busan. Oh. Resplash?
3 splash?
Oh. Resplash? Oh.
Good Boys looking better there at the end though. Almost getting the comeback.
Yeah, they did really well on that last point. It was really well done. I think that they figured out what they need to do. I think this Doom Cup is something that they can just default to for their maps where they do have to play dive. And I don't think that the Queen comp is really gonna work into Ram, unless they're gonna just outpace it, or alternatively go in, force Ram to use his brawl, and then back out, and then fully commit on in. But it's just gonna be up to how they decide to pace if they're gonna change something. But they can do it. We saw them do it before. We saw them change their pacing against Rift. So we're gonna have to see if they can do it here against O3 Splash.
This next map's gonna be a hybrid. I just got word it's Eichenwald. So that's not bad for Doom, honestly.
I think Doom works pretty well on this map. I also think that Queen is not bad for first point or third. So I think
true.
that this is a big, a big chance for them to be able to come back, take a map for themselves, and bring the series back to being 1-1 and even.
It is, but it is also benefiting O3 Splash because first point and third is also a pretty decent map for Ramatra. But I feel like Good Boys has the capability to swap up their playstyle and be able to get past the Ramatra and win first point in order to get second point, which really benefits them more going to the Doom comp.
Yeah, something I saw real quick to mention was that Good Boys is 1-0 on Eichenwald, while O3 Splash has not played it yet. So this could be their default to when they are just trying to win something, but also we did not see them play it last time, and they had map choice for that. So
they did win that though.
They won Control? They didn't win Control.
Wait, you said Control?
Yeah, because we're on Hybrid.
I thought you were talking about Hybrid. I was saying that Good Boys won Hybrid.
No,
bad.
Yeah, they did. So, maybe Hybrid is their playground. Maybe they're really good on Hybrid. So that's what we're gonna see. They're gonna win this Hybrid map like 5-minute time bank.
I believe it.
I believe.
But I think we're just waiting on ours for both team.
Maybe more people go bathroom.
Not again.
Not again.
I have Lukewarm's Liquipedia page up right now. Lukewarm crap. Lukewarm Wilson, born August 7th.
Okay, you don't have to. This is Eichenwald. I don't remember Eichenwald sounding like this, but the Travie remix of Eichenwald. Nice.
I don't ever remember Eichenwald.
Eichenwald. That's like when they did the super bright version of Eichenwald for Halloween. That's the music I played. Probably. What? No swaps? If I'm looking at this correctly, no swaps for either team, so it's just gonna be the same players. Good boys rolling out.
What?
Oh, it's happening. No.
No.
No, it's the dream's already over. It was a lie for like 3 seconds. But Salty is gonna play the Junker Queen. This is traditional good boys comp. And the Mei is gonna have a lot of value here. I feel like the wall is gonna get more value than it did on the last map. This first point is really good for Mei. I think that the underneath this first point bridge is a really crucial spot to have locked down. So having the Mei for that even more is just going to be extremely powerful.
Yeah, seems like lineups or comps are gonna be the same for both teams, except neutral is on the Kiriko. No picks for Boat doing the grapple shots, and Comment just immediately walks through choke. So nice talking about the Mei wall, I guess.
Yeah, not going to find it there, but now the wall is going to get dropped. Not going to find a lot of value as O3 Splash is not going to suffer from it too much, being able just to walk up freely now. As Biz is falling very low. Not going to die, but Salty also falling low, using the shout, bursting straight out of there with the speed boost as well. And Salty does fall very low, not going to die, but Biz gets their block force, and that could be it for them. But no, Honda falls first, as now Salty going very low, as now Pascal is actually going to die with Deco falling, but Biz and Salty both falling on the way out, as it's not going to be winnable for Good Boys, as O3 Splash cleanly just pushed through that.
The problem I'm seeing with Good Boys right now is they're just lining up for Cowman, Boat, and Lukewarm. They're just lining up, grouped together, and that's just how their comp gets value. It's just if they're close together, it's a lot of damage and a lot of ult charge. But it seems like Good Boys is gonna hold close. Cowman going below hat. Salty gets a nice pick onto Deco, and Cowman pops Annihilation, but it's gonna get nothing. They are gonna re-engage with Kiriko ult though, and Good Boys goes in with Cole. Salty gets a nice pick onto Boat, and O3 Splash is very low right now, but Cutman gets a nice pick onto Noctis, and Biz gets a trade onto Lukewarm. And O3 Splash is gonna kite right now.
I think that pacing from Good Boys was a lot better that time. They didn't just overcommit onto anything, and then once they started winning, they kept going, but then they started losing, and they still kept going because they had the Moira ult. But Thunda's starting off this fight really nicely by picking off Cowman 7-11, which is just going to be more time off the clock for the side of O3 Splash.
That is what Good Boys needed, because they were down one because they lost one during the fight, and they're very far away from spawn. But Biz goes for the Blizzard. That did a nice shot onto Boat, and Cowman is survived that Blizzard, thankfully for O3 Splash. Good Boys does have 3 ults, while O3 Splash has 3. Also, Biz gets a nice headshot onto Lukewarm, and it doesn't see. Good Boys is gonna go engage, try to get a pick. Boat gets a pick onto Biz. Cowman pops Annihilation and gets 2 onto both Pascal and Noctis, and make it 3 with Thunder.
That was really good from O3 Splash, meeting their aggression, meeting Good Boys' aggression specifically with that ult from Cowman, just stopping all progress that Good Boys was taking there, and Biz just got a headshot the second they walked in, so no more Mei wall, no more slow as well, no more 150 damage headshots from the side of Good Boys means that Cowman just walks up and does whatever he feels like.
O3 Splash gonna still have 3 ults. They pop one, which is Deco's beat. Good Boys not getting anything with Overclock, but it does kind of zone him out, but Lukewarm gets a nice pick onto Biz. Ooh, nice shot from Thunder into neutral. Lukewarm gets another pick onto Pascal. Salty and Noctis both pop their ults, and it looks like Good Boys should win this fight, but it's not over. Bo gets a pick onto Noctis, and Bo gets another pick onto Salty. It's a 2v2 right now, and it seems like O3 Splash is just gonna hold their ground.
Not be able to really to take any space here down a tank and some supports but O3 Splash are going to come into this fight an early coalescence from Pascal to force back a boat, but Biz is going to come out on top and get the pick for it. Fade does get forced on Pascal, but it's not going to matter too much as now Cowman is going to die to Salty the Kitsune from neutral. Not sure where I see it there, but it doesn't look like it really gets the value it needs to. It gets blocked by the bridge on Eichenwald, but Good Boys, really good fight when they're only committing the coalescence, is going to come out on top in that fight.
Still 2 minutes on the time bank for O3 Splash, but this point is very difficult to attack due to the high ground and bridge. Seems like O3 Splash is gonna go through castle upstairs, but it seems like they're having doubts and they're gonna go far left through tunnel and up the left stairs near bridge. Good Boys kind of read that. They're pushing O3 Splash, pushing cart right now, but nothing's really happening. Lukewarm falling low. They need to touch, but
they don't actually get to touch, and that's really unfortunate. They were up 5v4 in that fight, but at the end, it doesn't really matter. O3 Splash not going to commit anything. They don't need to, as Biz did drop the Blizzard, but they thought they were going to be able to touch, so understandable play there. But now Deco going to get a little bit more ult charge. Building up their beat there, actually. That's a pretty big boop. They are going to beat for the next fight, as that is going to be important as you are fighting into an overclock.
As Infected said, it was a textbook C9 Sally, but it is only 2 minutes 20 seconds on the time bank, which isn't bad for Good Boys. This point is also very hard to attack as Thunder pops overclock, Cowman and Deco both pops their ults, and Salty pops Rampage. Gets 2 in that. Cowman falling low, but neutral pops Kiriko ult to help Cowman stay alive. Boat pops Blizzard somewhere in that fight. And that is going to be round 1. A full cap for O3 Splash with 155 in the time bank.
I mean, O3 Splash was just so dominant. It's really all there is to it. That last fight was just pure like power. I feel like there was just no mistakes made. They were at least big to see. As Salty had a nice Queen ult. I think it hit 3. Neutral hit the Suzu onto Lukewarm. So they could have capitalized off of that, but the Blizzard from Boat did kind of neutralize that and catch Salty out, and Salty had to die on point. So O3 Splash coming out on top.
I'm expecting pretty much same comps for both teams. Yep. Same things. Good Boys might have trouble breaking through the bridge wall, as you gave as a explanation earlier, but it didn't happen for Good Boys. But I'm expecting. What was that?
I'm saying it is a little early to take a fight as well. I can understand why you don't really want to do that. It's kind of like taking King's Row, for example. It's like the same thing as King's Row, right? This map is just King's Row first. I don't know if people know that. But yeah, look at it.
No,
Think about it.
I got
it pretty much is, right? So you're gonna fight around the clock tower. It's gonna be the exact same thing as on Statue from King's Row. So we'll have to see if they decide to wall early, which they don't, as Good Boys are just gonna run straight past. As Cowman is gonna try to meet them early, fighting straight into them. But Cowman is falling very low here. Neutral deciding now's the time to heal. Agree with that play. Don't heal ever. But Deco falling very low. No, rail does not actually hit ahead. It was just a shot. I thought it was a nice rail, but nope. As Pascal is going to just walk in. Fade does get forced. As Salty actually gets caught out extremely hard, but Salty, Lukewarm is going to fall immediately after, but losing your tank is just a little bit more than losing your Sojourn. So I feel like that is just going to be a fight win for O3 Splash, as Good Boys are backing out now.
It is a far spawn for O3 Splash compared to Good Boys, I believe.
Yeah.
So Salty is gonna probably come in, shout, and run onto maybe Kiriko here. Nice wall coming from Boats to wall off Noctis, and Kamen is running onto Thunder, which does go down. Lukewarm nice pick onto Pascal, and this should be the fight in favor of O3 Splash.
O3 Splash played that so well. Recognizing the Good Boys was about to just sprint in on them, they backed out and used wall defensively, which is just so well played, because that means the Good Boys were going to be caught out because they are down their speed, so they aren't going to be able to just to kite their abilities that they use. Like, Cowman just ran in with speed onto Thunder just the second that they made contact, so really well played from O3 Splash. Salty already falling crit, but Pascal saying that doesn't matter, we're going to ult and we're going to walk up forward as Kitsune now is going to be popped in addition to the Ramatra ult, but Noctis is going to be the one to fall as Biz is very low, but Kalman decides that his life is more valuable than a couple picks as Lukewarm is going to get the pick as well, as Lukewarm also following up on that, getting a nice 3 kills in that fight. Good job from O3 Splash.
And they're still gonna have 3 ults going to the next fight. Good Boys also gonna have 3 ults, including Salty's Rampage. They will have to force Kiriko Suzu out to get anything from that. They need to shut down the Sojourn ult here. I'm expecting Lukewarm to just find an off angle and go to town. But Thunder just getting a pick before he goes down to the hands of Cowman. Here comes Salty ult, gets 4, but big Suzu coming from neutral. Cowman goes down to the hands of Pascal. Lukewarm pots his overclock, not really getting anything from it. And Salty doing a jump scare onto Lukewarm, but neutral pops up to try to save him, but Noctis gets a follow-up onto Lukewarm. And this should be the first point.
Everyone is kind of everywhere, which is does favor Good Boys there, as they seems like their comp would just work better with people being split rather than O3 Splash, who they kind of need to fight together for things to happen rather than Salty just being able to knife, shoot, axe, and kill something. It's just going to take a lot more time for O3 Splash to get those picks. So everyone being split is really good in favor of Good Boys, but that's what they need to start doing. They need to start playing to their pacing and take fights in their ways to win. So I am hoping to see that from Good Boys.
Seems like O3 Splash is gonna want to play early here. Pascal pops the Coalition and, Boat throws a Blizzard but dies immediately to the hands of Thunder. Lukewarm is kind of uncontested high ground, but Thunder gets another pick onto Cowman and O3 Splash will have to run. Neutral falls low. Not sure if he's gonna be able to escape, but it seems like he does, and Thunder's gonna have a nice time on high ground.
Well played from Good Boys there, not trying to just fight through a Blizzard, just playing their own speed, their own tempo, and that's exactly what they needed to do. They need to do it again here, though, so we'll have to see if they do it this time. Cowman does have the ult, with Neutral also having theirs as well. It's going to be extremely hard for Good Boys to be able to win this, as Boat doesn't wall up Cowman, but does go up himself, as they are still going to be able to get some picks off of that, as Lukewarm starts the fight off, but Boat falls low. But now the entire side of Good Boys just drops straight into Cowman 7-11. The Cowman is now going to walk up, be able to get the pick on to Biz and Pascal, and that's just going to be the fight win for the side of O3 Splash.
Very convincing. Cowman only using his Annihilation, but Good Boys don't use the ult that fight, so it's not all bad.
We're going to come back in with 4 ults, so, you know, it's very winnable.
Yeah. I'm not sure where Good Boys want to attack from here. They might go through Castle, but Cart is under bridge right now. It seems like they are going to go through Castle. They burn Amp, and they're...
Reaper is looking for an off thing.
Thunder is on the backside of Castle right now, trying to poke someone out, but Biz uses Death Blossom while Kiriko and Deco uses both of their ults. Lukewarm used Bob, gets a pick onto Thunder, and Kamen got a pick onto Noctis, and it should be the end of Good Boys this fight.
It's really hard for Good Boys to come back into this next fight and win. They are going to have oh, actually, never mind. I lied to your faces. They have 3 ults. This fight is going to be extremely winnable, actually, for Good Boys. The only problem is the time bank. They do only have 40 seconds left, so this could be final fight for them. And if they don't win, that means that they are going to lose this map. So being able to fight with the tempo that they have and keeping their ults in check, not overcommitting but committing just enough, is going to be extremely important. As O3 Splash is going to be able to meet this with their Blizzard, it could be extremely hard for Good Boys to be able to live through this. But Salty does get caught immediately. No beat comes out as well for Salty to dying, but Thunda gets the pick. Is now Pascal living on point, just 1v1ing Cowman. Is going to be able to stay alive as Cowman now dies to Thunda from the rail. As Pascal looking to get these orbs onto high ground, but Biz is going to get healed up, trying to climb up to this wall, get some picks up to that high ground, but Deco is going to fall very low, but Lukewarm actually is the one that gets a pick there onto Biz, as now it is just 3 people left for the side of Good Boys on point, as Salty switches over to the Doom, finding their way back, as now Neutral trapped in this room is going to get the pick onto Salty, as now Cowman 7-11 back on point with their ult, but the beat from Noctis comes out, but now Cowman, meeting it with their own ult, is going to get the pick onto Thunda. Now Noctis and Pascal only ones left on point, but Noctis is going to go down with Pascal as well, meaning that O3 Splash are going to go up 2-0.
O3 Splash wins. I can walled.
Oh.
Oh.
3 Splash? Oh.
It's not a question.
Oh. 3 Splash. Oh,
Check
3
out.
Splash.
Let's check out this ramp play coming from Cowman.
You know, the whole time we've been watching this, I keep thinking that the Ram is just that much better than the Queen. I feel like there's just, even though Queen has their own self-heal, I feel like the Rams like just self-sustain of having Brawl every 8 seconds is just that much better.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that.
I believe Shout is on like a 13-second cooldown, so Brawl is just kind of better in this situation. You're just gonna have more sustain over time. Or that's not true. It's like burst sustain while Queen
Yeah.
has overall sustain.
It just feels like though that the Ram like just survives better as well. That's
Yeah,
like the strength of Ram.
that's because of the block, which Queen does not have.
Yep. Exactly. It's like a Rhine shield, but like better.
But it is gonna go to Escort now, which the map pool is.
See, we talked about it a second.
I'm looking for
20 minutes ago. Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it first. I'm finding it
No,
first.
I got it.
I got it. Watch point.
Watch point.
Dorado. Root. Circuit. Oh, we're
Ah.
so good at
We're
this.
so insane.
Last time that we saw, Rift picked Gibraltar. So I think, you know what? They're gonna pick Root. I'm just gonna make a guess. It's gonna be Root. It's gonna be Root. I'm picking Root. You know,
You're picking Root.
I'm picking Root. I want to see Route 66 over any of the other maps, so that's why I'm picking it.
I'm picking Circuit.
I don't want to see Circuit though. If he types Circuit, all right, that's not Circuit Royale, so we're okay. But yeah, I mean Root. It looks like if I'm looking at this correctly, the only time that either of these teams have played was Good Boys and they lost. O3 Splash losing on Dorado as well, but Gibraltar is favored for O3 Splash while Circuit is favored for Good Boys. So, I mean, if I'm gonna be real, they're probably gonna pick Circuit. Looks like it's their most played map by far.
It's the map they're
Escorts.
positive in, so
Yeah.
it would make sense.
It would make sense. And I think that if they pick Dorado, they're playing to the other team's weakness, which isn't the best idea. They should play to their strengths, which would be Circuit. So probably if they play Circuit, I imagine they aren't going to play Sigma. I don't think they are. I think they're going to keep locking the Queen, which works pretty well on Circuit, in my opinion. I feel like that even not having that double hit scan is still going to serve them wonders.
Yeah, Circuit is...
Quick cat cam. Quick cat cam real quick for you. A little cat, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't see it?
Chat doesn't see the cat.
Chat doesn't see it, but there's a cat on my screen right now, and it's awesome. Yeah. That was a big yawn. That was a big yawn. Oh, what's this?
Cat.
Cat.
Do you want to see Circuit? Yeah.
I said
Cat
no.
wants to see
The cat said no Circuit Royale.
Cat wants to see circuit for the good boys.
Cat wants to see Meow 66, if you will.
Okay, buddy.
No, it's a good map, but not Dorado. Okay,
We
I'm
sh-
gonna be real. I want to see Dorado less than Circuit.
I
So
believe
I'm
I
no,
believe it's circuit.
it's Circuit
I'm so
Royale.
smart. Oh my.
Well, I mean, we were both right, but I was like less right, you know, in a way. I said we both said it was gonna be Circuit, but I said I would rather not. But this is not really a surprise looking at um their win percents. Circuit Royal is they're gonna be their strongest map for payload, so no surprise here.
Yeah. I'm curious on like we were talking about if they are gonna just not play the SIG double sniper comp.
I
As
mean,
we've seen all day, they've just been playing Queen, and I'm curious on what tricks good boys have up their sleeve.
I if I had to guess, it's still just gonna be the Queen. I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would put my money on Queen. I don't know what O3 Splash is gonna play though. Probably still stay the Ram.
Yeah,
If
Ram is pretty strong on this map.
Ram is a good replacement for Sigma on this map. I feel like you're not really just always brawling, which isn't a bad thing for Ram either, because he's still pretty good. His damage isn't that great in his Omnic form, but it's not bad either. It's nothing to just completely
If
ignore.
if you can hit, oh, we're gonna see a swap. We're gonna see
Yeah.
QWQ in for Salty.
Okay, so that means they are gonna
This,
play Sigma
yeah,
then.
this is probably the
This is
Sig
probably the
player.
Sig player, yeah.
No
No
swaps on
swaps
the.
for O3.
Wow, we're so
I'm
on
saying
sync.
it. We're so it's but no surprise if you really want to think about it like in meta wise, double sniper for both sides. The only difference being the Hanzo and Sojourn, but both primarily serve the same purpose of just one shot potential plus intel, I guess is the way to put it. But I think the Sonar arrow is a little bit better than having a Sojourn, so I'm kind of rocking with what good boys have going on. This is what this room looks like.
Whoa, high graphics go
Whoa,
crazy.
that's crazy. There's plants in this room.
No wonder why I can't walk in between those like poker
Yeah,
tables.
now it makes sense. Now it all makes sense.
But
Nice
but
grapple shot from Boat. Not gonna find anything. Just a little bit of damage going out there. You know how it is. But you can see here, this map kind of standard in how everyone decides to play it. QWQ is gonna work their way forward. Another grapple shot coming out. Not gonna find the shot onto Pascal, but it's okay. You're still just threatening the positioning of the enemy team supports, but Go Boys now taking a lot of this map space, but I think this is just what O3 Splash have wanted to do. Don't really want to fight anywhere before this first choke, as it just gives too good a sightlines to the other team, as Biz found out there what a Widow shot to the head can do. Not gonna die, but is gonna take a lot of damage. A nice slide. Not gonna find the pick. A little bit more damage. Forces out the immortality field, but Lukewarm is going to try to just fish for these rails, just trying to keep building up rails as Calmate 711 has to
ooh,
back up a little bit there. They lost their shield and don't have their grasp, but Boat against Thunder here, trying to just find who can get the better shot. Neither of them really getting the pick though, as Lukewarm now looking for the shot himself, not going to find it as now sliding back, but Calmate 711 still holding their ground on point, which is just so perfect from them.
Thunder going 1 HP. Bout's in a really good spot right now. Needs to get forced out. It kind of does little cover as Cowman's shield breaks. A window goes out for Noctis. Amar does also go out for both teams. Lukewarm goes 1 HP. Thunder gets a nice pick onto Deco. This should be the downfall of O3 Splash. As Thunder gets a pick onto Bo gets a pick onto Pascal. Flux goes out for Cowman, but Cowman goes down while getting QWQ. So it's just going to be the Zen on point, and it should be over for O3 Splash here.
That's really interesting to note in case any counters out there, people counting. It was a minute and a half before the first pick came out in that fight. A minute and a half. But good boys taking that fight extremely well. Never really going down a lot of cooldowns, but Cowman 7-Eleven does get a lot of his own force, so it is going to be at a disadvantage. But now, Good Boys come into this next fight with 3 ults as opposed to O3 Splash only having the window from Deco. A nice little headshot on a Cowman forcing a little bit of space and a cooldown. But Boat, this could be a nice angle for Boat to take, but not going to find anything. Flux comes out after Rock was used. Boat is flanking hard and gets the pick onto Thunder. Just completely far behind now is looking for the shot. Yo! What a shot onto Biz as he is going to fall, but he did what he needed to do that fight, and that was kill 2. Amazing job from Boat on that flank, but Good Boys now getting caught out a little bit. The Baptiste and QWQ going low, but Thunder is the one that capitalized off of the space that was being lost. As now Good Boys are working this map back into their favor, up in this fight right now, 5v4.
Thunder came back with a vengeance, but Boat is coming back from spawn and he's looking for more. Biz gets a pick onto neutral, Boat gets another pick onto Biz.
Another.
Make it one more, why not? Cowman gets a final pick onto Pascal and Thunder.
You know, I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was like seeing things when QWQ's health bar disappeared, and then I looked in the feed and it showed that Boat shot through window. So that's like what? 600 damage shot?
Yeah, that's a one shot.
Crazy. That is all of his health gone in one shot.
That's the true one shot.
And tank punished is what I would have to say about that. But
Boat pops sights.
He's aggressive on this Widow.
Yeah, so Good Boys not gonna do anything till sights are down, which they do finally go down. Boat totally a nice Valorant angle, but gets nothing.
What you like to see right there.
Lukewarm pops a early overclock, which does force Pascal trance, and Thunder gets a nice pick onto Deco. Very important pick for Good Boys here. But neutral's coming up onto trance, so if Cowman does go down a lot of HP, neutral can pop trance to help him sustain. Blitz going half HP. I didn't even realize he's on the Genji now. Noctis pops window, and QWQ is about to have his ult. Neutral's Trank is down, and Bis gets a nice pick onto Lukewarm. A lot of people low on Good Boys. Nice pick from Bo onto Pascal. Deco onto Biz, and QWQ gets a nice trade onto neutral. Boat 1 HP. QWQ goes for the flux.
Nice
forces out Immort. Cowman low HP, but Lukewarm kills QWQ before QWQ can do anything. And Boat gets the final pick onto Noctis, which will make it 1 minute 10 seconds on the time clock.
That was a really long fight, but I really liked what Neutral did with ending his strength in Good Boy's backline. Was on the flank with Boat on the Tracer as well, just getting some nice shots in to help out the Tracer, get some 1 clips, but fortunately didn't matter too much. But I respect Neutral for the play there, as you know, you gotta really feel for the Zens here. You're fighting against like 2 hit scans that are gonna one-shot you. It's kind of hard to decide what to do, but now you're just fighting into not, so it should be a lot better for them. But Biz does have this blade, only having to fight into the Immor from Deco, but if Cowman builds up this flux, I wouldn't be surprised to see them just commit it onto the blade. But Noctis coming close to the window, as well as now Deco is gonna have window to use whenever they feel like, and now is the time. But Biz going over top with the blade is gonna get the pick onto Deco. Really well played there, but the pick onto him does come out. But Pascal gonna get a nice pick onto Cowman, is gonna start to win this map in favor of Good Boys being able to push through second.
A nice final cap, or nice picks coming from Pascal that last fight with a nice trank, but Cowman did use his flux, so Pascal didn't really trank anything sadly, but it doesn't matter. Good Boys cap second, and they're making their way through third. Cowman has a net. QWQ and Cowman doing some fighting. Forces suck, and QWQ gets nothing with his rock. Rock goes out from Cowman, and Lukewarm's looking for his overclock right now, while Good Boys has 0 ult sadly. Lukewarm going in for a deep play, but it gets nothing with that charge shot. Both getting nothing with his pulse bomb, and QWQ gets a pick onto Calman with Pascal getting a follow-up pick onto Boat. Good Boys is making their way through third point. Thunder's contesting high ground, which is lukewarm and neutral up there. Neutral falls 1, but he has strength just in case he got pushed. Push? Wait.
Nope, just Thunder.
No,
Thunder pops the overclock, trying to find a pick here, but not gonna find it just yet. Still just making space, but neutral peeks it. But Thunder capitalized off of the fact that Boat was low, hits the body shot with a Discord to get that pick. But neutral walking up now with the Lukewarm having the ult as well, but Poxel is gonna pop his own and be able to just keep Good Boys in this fight for longer, but neutral getting a pick onto Thunder, keeping O3 Splash in this fight for even longer as there are only 2 people left for the side of Good Boys, and now there's only one. It is Biz, and now he is dead. But this is really good progress for Good Boys. Good Boys getting extremely far on this map, like pretty much all the way through third point, which is not bad at all. This map is incredibly hard to push, especially that second point, so even getting all the way to third is just exactly what Good Boys needs to do.
Yeah, that third point, if you manage to get past that choke, then you win the map, basically. So, O3 Splash basically has to full push in order to win. But you know, not bad Sig play from both tanks here. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. Lukewarm going back on the Widow. Same with Thunder. It seems like Good Boys is just gonna go back to their normal, or not normal, but basic double sniper comp. Wow.
Yeah, call me crazy, Cranky. Sorry for cutting you off there.
Crazy.
Though.
Sorry.
But wasn't Boat on Widow last round?
You're right.
You're right, because he hit that flank, right?
Yeah, he had that flank.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you know, Lukewarm's probably the hit scan player. But I like Boat being on the Genji here. I'm not sure about the Brig Zen. I'm not sure what they're trying to read here, but you know, that's their own thing.
They watched a certain video.
What?
The Karku double sniper video.
The Karku double sniper Brig. Here it is, baby. You love to see it. This is what I've been waiting to see all day, actually. But this is exactly how the map turned out last time, right? From last round. Just one team gives up this part of the map to just hold this part. You know, you don't really want to give the other team good sight lines. So this is good. This is
pretty
good
aggressive right now. Both going for a dive onto Biz, but gets nothing, and yeah, he should. Boat should get punished for that, which he does. So O3 Splash can't really push in, so Good Boy's just gonna do a little poke damage, try to build up some ults, and Boat is on his way back from spawn. Rock goes out from Calman, low shield, but that doesn't really matter right now. Lukewarm on a very aggressive angle, trying to look for something onto one of the squishies, and Thunder punishes Lukewarm with a headshot.
Like, the Baptiste is really big here because it keeps you alive, but it also has that immortality field. But having the Baptiste into, especially like the Brig from O3 Splash, Brig is I feel like used to I feel like it's only there for the Sigma. I think that the Brig, like, you're not gonna get too much value outside of dealing with Sig, rather than being on a Baptiste. So I don't 100% understand what Deco's going for, but Brig is fun. Smile. So that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, it might be a comfort pick, but I don't think so. Nice rock coming from QWQ. Window gets popped from Noctis, and Boat is kind of stuck, but dashes out. Ooh, nice pick from QWQ through Window to get onto Deco. And I believe O3 Splash will have to back up because that's their main source of support.
Yeah. At least they're coming up on Rally for next fight, so if you want to think about the positives for O3 Splash, Lukewarm was at exactly 1 HP. Flux comes out, forces the immortality field for Noctis, but they're still down their break for about 4 more seconds, so if Good Boys can recognize this and start to capitalize off of it, as the Rock comes out, and now QWQ is going to be able just to freely use their ult, as Lukewarm gets the pick onto Biz, sorry, as now Boat is going into the backlines as soon as the Shrink ended, and gets a nice 3-piece to end that fight in favor of O3 Splash.
Good Boys did stall for a lot of time. It was around 3 minutes. And they're gonna go. Oh, Cowman gets a rock kill onto Biz. That would be a little extra cart push for O3 Splash.
This is really good from O3 Splash right here. Thank you. You've seen that.
They don't really have ults though. Good Boys have the 2
No,
ults.
but just pressing up there, you know.
Oh
Fine,
yeah.
That's good. They don't
It
have
is.
ult for the next fight though, so like you said, Calman's is the closest at 50, so they're gonna try to bank off that. But on the other side, Biz is the only ult. You know, you only have to play into the dragon, so it's not like the other team has a complete fight-winning ult. But the Dragon Strike is going to come out. It's going to force Deco out of position, but Calman 711 is holding his ground, not giving up anything, as now the only ult coming up soon is going to be Noctis with the window, but both teams kind of just sitting stagnant, but Pascal 5-orbing neutral on the other side is Calman falling very low now, not having the help of the Zenyatta, as QWQ is able to just to press up and take the advantage that Good Boys have and just make it grow even more.
Thunder going for the grapple shot, gets nothing. Same with Lukewarm, also went for it, but also got nothing. Cowman looking for a what do you call it? A Sig Flux right now, got it. He knows that QWQ doesn't have his rock, and goes for it. Noctis should have Immort, and Immort's pass. Ooh, nice window from Noctis, which Biz follows up onto Cowman. Biz also gets another one to neutral, and Thunder Widow dips Lukewarm to get another pick, and that's the fight.
Boys is going to come into this next fight though with the Flux and the Tranquility, so 2 extremely good ultimates for just self-sustain from the Zen, probably the fastest healing you can ever have from Tranquility, but also 50% of health bars gone from Flux with positioning as well. Like, just incredible ults to have a rally into and coming close to this Trank. So if they use the Flux before the Trank is ready, that could just be it for this fight for O3 Splash. But Lukewarm is going to start off this fight with getting a pick, and the rally is going to come out before any ults from Good Boys, as now they're going to meet it with the Tranquility, as now Deco is pushing forward, pressuring QWQ to use their ult, and they do, but they die instead while using... Actually, I think it was bashed out, but Lukewarm actually kills 4 picks for Lukewarm that fight. That's some Widow stuff right there. But the reason, Cranky, in case you're wondering, the reason I thought that Flux got bashed is because he started building ult charge. Well, I didn't see it, but he started building ult charge before he died. So, you know, using my high gamer IQ there. So.
Thunder pops a early sight, trying to get the pick onto Widow. Cowman gets split from Dragons, but Deco decides to bash over to where Cowman is to try to support him.
Big blade.
Boat gets 2 picks. Can he make it 3? He cannot. And
did not get the dash reset.
It's not looking very good for Good Boys right now. O3 Splash is going to the final what do you call it? Final objective.
Point. And it's just 2 people left for the side of Good Boys while Trank is active, as Sojourn is on point here, but Neutral taking the fight to him with Calman getting the pick onto QWQ, as it is just Thunder left on point, and that is going to be a clean 3-0 sweep from O3 Splash.
It was still pretty close that last map.
Yeah.
A Zenyatta play.
I love Zen.
I love Zen.
Pascal dominating. Oh. Okay. Nice orb there with the into the Trank combo. Getting wow.
That's a nice play.
I love Zen.
I love Zen.
Shout out Zenyatta.
Sadly, it is a 3-0 sweep, so that's going to be the match. Uh, I believe O3 Splash is going to be seed 1 still.
Yeah, because they won.
Yeah.
So that means they're 9-1 with plus. Well, let me think. Let me do some quick math. Maybe 19. I don't remember. I don't remember what their map differential was before this. I thought it was 16, but now I'm thinking it's 14. But we'll see it in a bit, so not too much to worry about. Um,
Uh,
but O3 Splash just played extremely well. Good boys actually looked really good on circuit. They played the first point of circuit and second point really well. Just unfortunately, O3 Splash got a little bit too aggressive for what Good Boys was ready for, so they had to drop that last map. But Good Boys played, against the first seed. They played pretty well, I have to say. So no disappointments here.
yeah, it was. Third map was really close. I feel like on first map they O3 Splash kind of just played to their pace. And yep. Here's the standings. We got O3 Splash 9-1 with a plus 15 map diff, and we're gonna have Good Boys still above the cut for playoffs. I think yeah, there's playoffs.
Yeah,
And they're gonna be 5-5 with a +1 map diff.
that's you just got to be above ninth. It doesn't matter what place you are above ninth, but if you're there, that means you're in playoffs. So
There's not too many games left, and they're 2 games above ninth, so I feel like they should make it.
And not just that, map differential is also extremely important, and it looks like their map differential, even
Oh,
if they were to lose every map for the next 2 games, they still would be in good shape as long as uh Timeless does whatever they're up to. But I would like to know who Good Boys play next. So if we go to that, yeah. So it looks like next they are going to be playing Timeless. So
uh, Timeless tomorrow at 8 p.m.
at 8
EST.
p.m. EST.
I I believe there will be a stream for that, so make sure you guys check that out.
But yeah, Good Boys unfortunately losing both their matches today. But let's just look at round 11 real quick, or check
Round
out on round
round
10.
10.
Show the rest of round 10. Sorry. As
Ooh.
Timeless got 3-0'd by Rift, which is unfortunate, but Saints actually 3-0'd Pirates in Pajamas. You seeing this? Wow.
I thought that'd be a closer game, honestly.
Yeah, and Amplify getting 3-0'd by Wisp as well. It looks like the Worldwide and Dragon Dance game is still going on 1-1 right now. But
Uh,
some quick games today or at least for this round 10, some quick games.
a lot of three Overwatches, and then Rift's 3-0 timeless. Oh, excuse me.
Dang, what's that?
Oh, Rift 3-0 timeless. That's very surprising. I think they're pretty close in standings too. So
Let's look at the round 11 for the round 11 matches. You see here, we got the O3 Splash and Pirates in Pajamas game is probably going to be your go-to, but Good Boys and Timeless is going to be your game that's going to be here for your next. Is that being streamed? Or is that being casted? I'll find out real quick.
is what?
The Good Boys and Timeless game is going to be casted tomorrow,
Yeah,
right?
it is. It is.
Okay, well then, so you'll be here for that. Then the rest of your games are, as you see here. Cranky, you're the contenders guy. Do you got any things to look out for here?
The Saints and Amplify match, I think would be a good match here. Let's see. Doing final check. Worldwide and Strix, they're pretty close in standing, so I might go to a 5-game series. I'd watch out for that.
Um, yeah.
And I think the rest are self-explanatory. O3 Splash and Pirates and Pajamas might be a good match, but considering how Pirates and Pajamas did today, kind of worried they might have lost some momentum.
Yeah, getting 3-0'd by the Saints, but both of those teams, if I'm looking at the standings right now correctly, they are extremely good. So Pirates and Pajamas 0-3 Splash is gonna be probably your go-to game, like you said. I think, Cranky. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Uh, thank you all for coming out to watch tonight for me and Cranky's game for our first like casting, but more importantly, supporting Good Boys and watching their broadcast. Um, but I think that's it, right, Cranky?
Yep.
Um, hope you
Hope
all have
we
a good night.
Yeah, hope we see you tomorrow for the Timeless and Good Boys game. And for us, that's gonna be it tonight. And hope you guys have a great night.
Bye bye.
See ya.